Well, here we go for 1,000 Guineas Day at the Curragh. Of course, I've been working on this production on Saturday lunchtime, so not beyond purview scoring. I have no idea over the rest of the card at the Curragh. I know one thing for sure, this ground is getting quicker, so bear that in mind when you go through your card. But let's get over to Koby in Hong Kong for our Sunday breakfast, as it is. Koby.
Gee, thanks, Caroline, and I'm surely hoping you and JC gonna net another classic later on Sunday. Well, as usual, I've been on the red eye to get to Hong Kong, but believe me, what a treat have we got for you on Saturday night. As the season at Sha Tin is in the final act, there's some unfinished business to get to. And you know what that is? I'm sure you do. It's Romantic Warrior going for the Triple Crown, and man, it's gonna be immense. But you know what? This ain't no pushover, guys, 'cause you got those Japanese Raiders, Deep Monster, and Rousham Park here for the glory. And last year's Hong Kong Derby winner, Cap Ferrat 2 for more than just the crumbs. Yeah, what a race. And it's Deep Monster that is going to be the one that James McDonald will be watching. Like a hawk, man. My read, James gets Romantic Warrior just to keep track of Deep Monster inside of him from gate 2, and he can sit on Deep Monster's shoulder and keep Joao Moreira guessing where he is until he can smell him coming through. That's my 1-2, kids, because that's going to be the only way to make money out of this contest. But JC's favorite Romantic Warrior is winning this and the Triple Crown. Now, Caroline, back to you, hun, at the Curragh.
Why, thank you, Koby, and let's hope Romantic Warrior does the business. I'll find out after a little bit of a lie-in, if you don't mind, and speak to you later this week. So, on a day where it's going to be pretty hard to get away from the favourites, I'm going for Great Barrier Reef in the Marble Hill. The choice of Ryan Moore and the choice of the Ballydoyle pair over Carry the Flag, Great Barrier Reef would be expected to win this. I have to say that the debut run the last day could not have been any more impressive, forging 6 lengths clear of the second, with my fancy bull shark never making a race of it in third. Of course, that was on soft ground, so a bit to prove on that point, but this no-nay never colt should be fine on quicker ground. Robson Aguiar's Blackbeard colt, Edward Thatch, also looked very smart at Cork the last day and should also be in the mix. From the same yard, Immortal Guard looked one to have loads of improvement in him. So completes my list, but I do think Great Barrier Reef is winning this. So on a truly international day of racing, let's get over to Marie-Francoise for her nap at ParisLongchamp.
Merci beaucoup, Caroline. And I am very, very happy to be at ParisLongchamp for the Prix Corrida, where Sunli is going to win. I have already seen her win the Prix Allée France at Saint-Cloud this month, so she must be ready to win once more in this grade. And with nothing more than a venture to be making the pressure, I can see this race is between these two. D'accord, Aventure was in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe last October, so is a very, very good filly, but it is Sunli that is the one that is the less known after just the 5 starts, so maybe still has the potential, non? Oui, Sunli is my best selection for Sunday at ParisLongchamp, and I believe she will beat Aventure. And now, we must get back to you at the Curragh for Gold Cup, I think.
Thank you, Marie-Francoise. And yes, it is the Gold Cup on 1,000 Guineas Day that provides my next best. It's not really going to be a surprise to see me back Minnie Hawk for the Gold Cup, but you cannot fault her credentials. She was the outstanding filly over middle distance trips last year, winning the Oaks, the Yorkshire Oaks, and the Irish Oaks, a rare treble that will stand up to scrutiny for many years to come, sitting in company with the likes of Enable and Snowfall. Back to business this season in the Moorsbridge, she still showed plenty of toe to reel in Edward Hamilton, who made a brave bid from the front under Wayne Lorden, and must be fully tuned after that to take more Group 1 honours this season. Sadad and Al Makam are class opponents. But the turn of foot that Minnie Hawk showed the last day leaves me in no doubt the most exciting filly to follow this year, along with Darragh over these sort of trips, in my opinion. And we must get back to Marie-Francoise for the Prix Hocquart earlier on the card at ParisLongchamp.
Oui, thank you, Caroline. And, oh yes, for the Prix Hocquart, I will be on Henri Francis Crawford's Verandier, who was very, very good at Léon Paris last month. He did go well away from the field, non? Over that 2,400-metre distance with that race already in his bags, I think you say? From the 400-metre pole, and he must be too good for Amy Murphy's Jabracadabra. I think that Chamali will try to win this from the front, but that could be very nice for Varandir, who can wait until his time from the 800-metre pole. We, Varandir to make use of Chamali to set a pace and make a third win for Henri-Francis Graffard. And so we must be back at the Curragh for the rest of your big contests, Caroline.
Oh yes, Marie-Francoise, we are ready for the other big races of Sunday, the Lanwades Stud Stakes and the 1,000 guineas. Well, I gave you City of Memphis for the Mutamakina Stakes at Leopardstown the last day, and I must keep faith with her here in the Lanwades. And I'll add to that to say that there has been no trainer in better form than Paddy Twomey just now. And I do think that this Sioux Nation filly can have even more to come on faster ground. So I'm only aware that she needs to see this mile trip out. Though fifth in the Irish 1,000 guineas last year gives me confidence for that. Of course, Will McCreary's Jances has to be given respect, winning the Dahlia Stakes at Newmarket, but seemed to need that 9-furlong trip to see off Cathedral, so may find it all happening a little bit on the quick side here on a fast Curragh track. The same could be said of Paddy Twomey's One Look, who has Group 1 form, so I'll back City of Memphis for the Lanwades. And for the second Irish Classic of this weekend, Jay Seller and myself felt fully justified when True Love won the 1,000 guineas at Newmarket 3 weeks back, and there's no way we're going to get over 8-1 on her this time. For that Classic, Ryan Moore had chosen Precise, leaving Wayne Lorden to get the dream ride on True Love. But it's all changed now as the stable number 1 rider goes for the British, Irish 1,000 guineas double on True Love. And I do think that's going to happen, with the ground in her favour, and possibly the nearest rival after stablemate Precise, being Charlie Appleby's Abashiri, who has something to find from the Newmarket race. Richard Hughes's America Queen is an interesting outsider for each-way punters, but I do think that True Love is winning this.